Hi Chairman Paul, how are things? Everything good? For sure, everything is great, Pete. You know Udi, the owner of the club? Well, he just wants a quick word with you. He can't be here in person today, he's on a beach in Tel Aviv. So we have set up a video call. Can you hear us, Udi? Yes, I can hear you. Shalom, Greeno. Udi here. I see Paul is looking after you. Shalom. Well, yeah, he sure is, Udi. Chips with mayo and a beer. I'm getting quite used to this for breakfast now. I don't know how he stays in such good shape. Anyway, listen, Greeno. When I hired you, people were saying to me, "What are you doing hiring this guy? He's a nobody. He's a schmuck." And I told them, no, he's not a schmuck. This guy has chutzpah, you know. He is the right man for this job. Well, thanks, Udi. It's nice to hear you say these things. And everything's going pretty well right now, don't you think? Yes, I am very happy now. But we must not rest on our laurels. We have a chance to finish top in the league second phase. I am expecting you to keep up this good form. Don't give me anything to kvetch about. Don't make me look like a schmuck. Okay, I understand, Udi. I'll do my best. Udi? Udi? Oh, it looks like we've lost the connection. Well, Chairman Paul, I think that went okay. For sure. Just keep up the good form, and we will all be happy. I'm popping out to pick up some nice Belgian chocolates for my wife. Totsiens! Okay, Totsiens, Chairman Paul. Well, the board seem pretty happy right now, and well they might. Let's go and see why. Hi everyone, I'm FM20 and welcome along to episode 6 of Bottom to Top, with me here at Lommel in Belgium. So as you can see, there is good reason for Udi and Chairman Paul to be happy with how things are going at the moment. After 9 games of the second phase of the Belgian second division, we are actually sitting top of the table. We have a game in hand as well over Beerschot, who are our only real challengers to finish top in this phase. So yeah, things have been going very, very well. Robin Henkens has been a key man in this. As you can see, he's got 13 assists, average rating of 7.74. But if we take a quick look here, you can actually, you probably can't see because it's behind my head. But in the last 5 games, he's averaged 8.1. So he's in some real form. He's been really crucial for us. Overall, the board are scoring us an A+ right now. We'll gloss over the finances a little bit. Not brilliant. We're nearly 1.7 million in debt. But we have worked very hard to get the wage budget down to try and do our bit to help that out. So we've managed to get it down. We're nearly 6,000 below the wage budget right now. We were just over it at the start of the transfer window. So let's go and see how we've made that happen. So in the main, most of the outgoings are actually loans. And that's how we've managed to get the wage budget down quite a bit. A lot of fringe players, a lot of players from the development squad have gone out to get some minutes into their legs. And mostly we've managed to get the clubs to pay the vast majority of their salaries, if not their whole salaries. So that's been really helpful. We have sold a couple. Our Ukrainian lad, Beka Vachibaradze, has gone back to Ukraine. And Marko Doronja, who is a Croatian third-choice goalkeeper, we let him go. He was out of contract at the end of the season, and we've got a decent enough backup in the under-21 if we ever need someone to come up and sit on the bench. So they've both left permanently, and everyone else has gone out on loan for now. In terms of incomings, we have brought a few in. Danilo Pereira is a Brazilian striker who we've got on loan from Ajax. He's not bad. He's similar kind of level to Jallo up front, so he's actually going to start in our game today. Alongo is just a youngster who's come in. Malget is a centre-half from Luxembourg who we've brought in mostly as cover, but he'll play the odd game here and there, I'm sure. And then this guy we've got on loan from Genk, Limbomb, who's going to be our starting attacking left midfielder now. He's going to be cutting in from the flank. He's right-footed, so he's got to play as an inverted winger. But I've got high hopes for what he can bring to the team over these last few games. So if we take a look at the schedule, you can see the form that we've been in. So the last time you were with me was that penalty shootout defeat to Kortrijk in the Belgian Cup. After that, we drew away at Lokeren, which I think is a pretty good result. They're a strong side. Then Beerschot came to play us, and we beat them 2-0, which is a very, very good result. Iyede scored his first for the club and an own goal there. Then we played Leuven, beat them 1-0. Again, Iyede came into the team and did well. We then had the short winter break, a friendly just to get some minutes into the legs. And the form since then has been brilliant. So we played Virton. This is a game that really kind of set the tone about what we're all about at the moment. Our right back was sent off after 25 minutes, and then Virton scored just before half time. So we went in 1-0 down and down to 10 men. After about an hour, we changed things up a little bit and brought on Zarauri, who then proceeded to score 2 goals in 3 minutes, and we went on to win the game 2-1. So I was really pleased with that. Then we went to Roeselare and beat them 3-0. Probably should have won by more, to be honest. We dominated the game, but it took us an hour to break the deadlock, and then we scored a couple more goals. And then the final game that we've played was against Westerlo. Very comfortable win. 2-0 up after 10 minutes, added 1 more in the second half, and yeah, very, very comfortable 3-0 win. Got a bit of a challenge today, though. We're up against Union, who are one of the 2 best sides in the first phase. And then there's Beerschot as well, who are second in the table currently and won the first phase of the league. So we're going to play both of those games today. Let's get through to the tactics screen and you can see how we're going to set up against Union. Today we're going to start our loan signings. Danilo Pereira is going to start up front in place of Jallo, who's not been in great form recently. And like I mentioned, Limbom, the young winger from Genk we have. Really, really high hopes for him, so he's going to come into the side. A little bit of a tactical tweak because of that. Like I said, he's right-footed, he's going to be cutting inside, so we're asking Camas to bomb on a little bit more on the left-hand side. Let's get into the game. So I'm hoping we can continue this great form today. Union, like I said, are one of the better teams in the division. I think they finished second in the first phase. But they've not been in great form recently, and they've fallen down to 4th this time round. So with a bit of luck, we can put in a good strong performance and put them to the sword today. So we're starting with a highlight here. They've pinched the ball though, and it looks like it could be a highlight for them. They seem to be getting away with some not very good play. Luckily, the cross comes in and they knock it over the bar. So, not too disappointed with that. Oh, unfortunately, Bakar seems to have picked up a knock. A knee injury. I think we'll probably have to replace him. So, I think we'll bring Abdouli on and move Brevels out to the right-hand side. Another highlight here for Union. They seem to be taking their time to take this throw in. A good block on the first cross. Can't do it again though, and unfortunately we concede. And that is not in the script. Aaron Sigurdsson. So I thought we'd done quite well there to get a block in, but unfortunately they get a second crossover and a very neat and tidy left-footed volley finish. So work to do. We are going to demand more. We're in a positive formation, so we ought to be creating some chances, but we've had absolutely nothing so far. Oh, there we are. There's a few shots, but clearly nothing worthy of a highlight at all. Oh, and Danilo Pereira, the lone striker, is injured. So our second substitution in the first half, that's a slight concern too. Obviously that gives us less options to play with in the second half if we need to. Let's go tune back to the keeper. He managed to keep hold of the ball. Henkens here, I mentioned, has been in superb form of late. Gets the ball out to Camas, who was tackled unfortunately. He does well to get back into position though. Can we win this ball? No, it doesn't look like it. Union playing very nicely around us. Camas doesn't seem to be too keen to get a challenge in, and that's ruled out for offside. Charlie Brown. Need a kid out of the Snoopy cartoons. What's he doing playing professional football in Belgium? So we're going into half time. It looks like a goal down. So I think we're going to have to get a little bit shouty. To show a bit of desire. There we are. That's fired them up. Let's get them back out for the second half. Give it a minute or two. Ask for some creativity. I think there's a lot of poor performances in the team today. Henkens here with a corner, and it looks like that's a penalty. And Henkens himself is going to step up. And he tucks it away very, very neatly indeed. And that's his first goal of the season. And for all the great form he's been in, he's basically been linking up play. He's been shielding the defence. He's been spraying the ball around the park quite nicely. Lots of assists, like I mentioned, but that's his first scoring a goal. And we've got a second, have we? That is going to count. Siekman, the centre half. So another assist here for Henkens. Very deep free kick, just floated into the box. Siekman rise higher than everybody else, and it's a goal. And so we're just 15 minutes into the second half, we've turned this game on its head. Can we get another? Kajabi here, crosses it in, and it's nodded just over. So if we can hold on to this, this will put us 3 points clear with just 4 games to go. And one of them is against Beerschot, of course. So that's a really, really important game. Limbomb, we haven't seen a great deal of him in this first game, but he's only a youngster, I suppose. We've got to give him a little bit of a chance to bed into the team. Oh dear, there's a chance here for Union though. Let's get to the ball, let's close them down. Good ball out wide. Oh, he beats the tackle. But we've won the ball back. Excellent work. And Limbomb is charging down the left-hand side. Cuts it into Brebels. To Kajabi on the overlap. He's lost the ball. And now we're scrambling to get back. And we've won the ball again. Well done, Brebels. That's excellent work. And Jallo beats his man to the ball. Crosses it and Limbomb scores. Excellent. Well, what a great goal that is. Brebels did really well there to win the ball back. Jallo just nipped in front of his man, and I thought he was going to shoot here, as people generally always do, and smash it into the side netting. But he saw Limbomb coming in at the back post. Simple cross across to him and a tap in. And so from being 1-0 down at half time, we have gone on to win the game 3-1. So we're now ready for the away game against Beerschot, which is a huge game. Win this, and I can't see anybody catching us, to be honest. It's been a week of problems, though, since the last game against Union. Unfortunately, Danilo Pereira, our on-loan striker from Ajax, the injury he picked up is going to keep him out for about 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So we've brought Jallo back in up front. Hopefully he can pick his form up a little bit, because he's been woeful recently. Bakar has recovered from the injury he picked up in the last match. His conditioning is not the best. He's on 90% here, so we'll have to monitor him during the game, but he should be okay. But the worst news we had during the week was Henkens picking up an injury in training. A stubbed toe, so nothing too serious, but he's not fit enough to start this game. He's showing his injury for another couple of days, so Phillips will come in for him. He's going to have to sit on the bench though, because we've got no midfield cover at all at the moment. So let's get into the game and see how we get on. I actually made a last minute decision to pull Henkens off the bench. I just really don't want to risk him. Nevin, the centre half, can step up into the defensive midfield role, so I called up Malget, the centre half, to the bench instead. So if there's any need to take one of the central midfielders off, that's a change we'll make instead. So the first highlight of the game here, and we have picked up the ball. Bakar. That looked like a good challenge to me. Surely they're not going to send him off. Oh my goodness me. What a ridiculous decision that is. Okay, I mean it was a little bit of a lunge, but it looked like he won the ball cleanly enough. So we'll have to move Breville's out to that right side. It leaves a little bit of a gap here, but not much we can do about that. Apologies if you can hear any strange noises in the background. I live quite near an army training area, so there's tanks going past the house at the moment. That's a second red card. Limbomba's been sent off now. Oh my goodness. So, I think we're going to have to do this. Kamas is going to have to patrol that side by himself. Seekman will get him to come a little bit wider. Might leave some gaps through the middle, but I can't believe we're down to 9 men after 20 minutes. I think it might be time to come off the positive formation, actually. Let's go back to a more balanced. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Free kick here for them, and they score. Makhedjuf. So, we were up against it with 10 men. We're even more up against it with 9 men with 70 minutes to go. And now we're a goal down. This is looking tricky. Oh my goodness me. Well, there's not much you could do about that goal, really, was there? I don't think 11 men and 2 goalkeepers would have helped that one. That's a hell of a strike. All up. Okay. I think we're probably going to have to write this game off today, and that's really going to make things interesting at the top, because that will bring Beerschot back level on points with us. We have got a better goal difference, but we've got to hope we don't get thumped enough that it knocks our confidence too much. So we certainly don't want to go into the last few games with a lack of confidence in the squad. Let's see if we can do something with the ball ourselves here, though. Unfortunately not. Phillips was looking for an overlapping run, which God knows why he's still doing that. We managed to clear it, though. Svedkauskas with the goal kick. Won back easily enough by Beerschot. Don't dive in. We could do without going down to 8 men. That would be a bit of a disaster. Oh my goodness. 3-0 down. I really don't know what I can do about this, to be honest. There's not much you can do when you're down to 9 men. You just got to suck it up and hope you don't concede too many. So I think we'll make a little bit of a tactical tweak, though. I think what we're going to do, we're going to move Kajabi up here. Breville's into there. Not going to say anything to him, because what can I say? I can't lay into him for being 3-0 down with 9 men, but I can't exactly praise them either, can I? So, good save. And a good block, and it's still not enough, and it's 4-0. We are going to demand more, because we need something. It's just wave after wave after wave of Beerschot, isn't it? And this could end up being a real thumping. That's a good save, though. Well done, Svedkauskas. And another from the header from the corner. Yet another corner, though. And over the top. Thank goodness for that. Look at all the green ratings in their team. Oh my word, 5-0 now. And this is becoming a real problem because goal difference could be key. Disappointing. So we're level on goal difference here now. And before the game, obviously, we had considerably better goal difference than them. Okay, time for a change. Kajabi's on a 5.9. Dear oh dear. Well, he's coming out. What else can we do? We're just going to rest some legs, I suppose. Camas probably the same. Bring Calvenberg on. I think that'll probably have to do for now. And we'll just play out the last few minutes and hopefully not concede another one. Well, there we go. That is not what I had planned for today's game. A 5-0 defeat. After that very disappointing result, we are still top of the table, but now only by goals scored. So we were 3 points clear before, not anymore, and our goal difference has been wiped out. So work to do in the last few games of the season, and they're not easy ones. We've got Lokeren at home next, and then 2 away games to finish the season against Leuven and Veerton. So we'll come back for that last game. I'm sure there'll still be something to play for in that one. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. A bit of a mixed bag. The first game very good, the second game very bad. If you have enjoyed it, I'd love it if you drop a like on the video and help me get seen by more people. And any comments you've got, I'd love to see them too. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd be really, really pleased if you considered doing so. The more of us on the Greeno bus, the better. But for now, I'd just like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for the last game of the season as we look to take Lommel from the bottom to the top. Bye for now.